Good afternoon. I'm Gary D, and welcome to Gary D TV. We have a special edition today of Coach's Corner. I'm here with my friend Randy McGinnis. How you doing, Randy?
Good to see you, Coach.
And Randy has a new automotive center here in Colorado, private owner, and he wants to do what's best for the people, by the people, for your automotive. Randy, let me ask you, first of all, where are you located at? And I want to ask you about the Peak acronym, but where are you located at?
Okay, so we're located 920 East 120th Avenue, right here in North Glen, Colorado. Basically, we're one block east of Washington Avenue on 120th, right between Pep Boys and the Sonic.
So they can see you right there coming down the street.
Right on the road.
Okay, something that really got me when we first met, and it made me think, you know what, this guy really does care about his automotive center, is what does the acronym PEAK stand for? So
the acronym PEAK came about 20 years ago, whenever I began to understand really what I wanted my business to represent. So P stands for professional, and so we want to always be professional with our clientele. E stands for ethical. Ethics is important to me. It's important to my business, and I believe it's important to the consumer. The A stands for accountability. So we want to be held accountable by our clients. It's a little bit of a unique spin, okay? But we want our clients to feel like we are accountable to them because they're entrusting us with their vehicle. And it's a pricey, sometimes it's a spendy item, and we want to be held accountable. And the K, Gary, stands for knowledgeable. We want to be known as one of the most knowledgeable auto shops in the Denver metro. So it's everything that you really want out of an automotive center is what you're going to give the customer. I do believe that's the case.
Oh, yes, what are the things that you do here at Peak Automotive?
So we basically are a full auto shop. We do bumper to bumper, we do oil changes, we do shocks, we do tires, we do full engine rebuilds, we'll do transmission rebuilds, clutches, anything basically that you need to be done to your automobile, we can do. In addition to that, you might see in the background here, we've got a custom Jeep. So we build custom trucks, cars, and we really like to dabble in that sector of the business because, you know, that's the fun stuff. And
well, what I've found out, and this is just through living life, you know, you're about as old as I am, is that there are some four good things that you need in life. Okay, first of all, you need the love of a good woman. Right. All right. You need a good doctor to take care of you and your family, right? Right on. You need a good attorney to protect you from anything that's trying to hurt you, right? And you need a good mechanic, a professional, knowledgeable, but also honest mechanic. Don't you agree? I agree, because the automotive side of a personal budget actually represents what we believe is about 1/3 of a family's overall budget in a year. It's not cheap to work on these cars. So let me ask this. So when someone brings a car into you, now this is what I've found out, like not having a mechanic, which was really weird because the mechanic I have is one of your mechanics. Okay. And I thought I was going to lose them. You know, I thought, oh my gosh, no, you've not been that way at all. You've been open-minded to everything. You'd be like, you know what? Bring your car down here. We got you, Gary. Bring down and I've had friends bring their car here and they're like, man, I really like that guy. You know, they're very personable with me. Right. So when I take my car normal to a place, like let's say a automotive car dealership. Sure. All right. Car dealership, you bring your car in. All right. Now they're going to test your car. You may know what's wrong with your car, but they're going to test it, and then you're going to get a $125 fee for that testing. Okay. Exactly. Now that's fine. All right. But I always seen that now that $125 fee is up and above whatever you're going to pay. Absolutely. You know what? Is it a little different here? It is a lot different here. Okay. First of all, we build relationships in this business. We believe that our clientele, when we can build a relationship with our clientele, it's no different, Gary, than you going to a doctor for the first time. The first time you visit that doctor, he has a little bit of understanding of your health history based on the records that he sees, but he really doesn't know you and your body.
over time, we learn who the clients are,
That's right.
what their needs are, what kind of vehicles that they service, what's important to them in that service. And so we build relationships here at Peak Auto, and we believe that in doing so, it's continued repeat business. And that's really what we're looking
when
for.
someone feels good about taking their car to someplace, they love to have the customer service. That's the difference of going shopping anywhere. You know, like I know a lot of people like to go to Walmart, and it's fine. But Walmart doesn't have the kind of customer service you're going to get at some other store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what I've come to see with you and how we've had our discussions is that Peak Automotive not only cares about the customer service, but they're here for them all the time, right? I mean, if they have a question, you can show them.
Absolutely.
If they needed something done and you know exactly what it is, you're not going to overprice that customer.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So that's what I feel is very comfortable about bringing your car here. When do you think your grand opening is going to be?
So we're looking at having a grand opening in the middle of December. We did a soft launch November 1st. That was this past Tuesday. Phenomenal response. We had a lot of walk-in clients, people who have driven by, seen our signs. But we're actually going to have an official, full-blown, all the bells, all the whistles, grand opening in the middle of December this year.
That's wonderful, man. It's a place where you can actually, I feel, it's a place where, well, you're a part of the community.
Right.
You know, you want to be part of the community here, and being a part of the community means being open to anyone, being open to anything, and that's what I feel Peak Automotive has done, not only for customers that I've seen, but for me myself.
Right.
You know, I'm happy with that kind of relationship with my mechanic.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll tell you, Randy, I'm just so happy that you're opening up here. Mm-hmm. I'm happy that we have someone like you in the community.
Yes.
And man, I'm just looking forward to telling my clientele and people here to come to an honest place. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Gary. And speaking about the honesty piece, can I just give you about 2 minutes of why we actually started this company?
That's what I want.
I had a problem at one of my other companies that I needed to fix. Basically, I had 35, 40 vehicles in my fleet, and I was using a big box brand auto shop to fix my vehicles. Every time I turned around, I would have a scheduled time to go in and get my vehicles fixed. And so I would tell my service mechanics that were out running business for my other company, hey, schedule this window of time and then take the vehicle over and you're going to get your vehicle fixed. Well, what ended up happening was every time I turned around, that we would get pushed back. Plus, we were spending about $150,000, $175K a year just servicing our vehicles. I would have a vehicle serviced, something would break, something would happen. 2 days later, I'd take it back and they'd say, no, that's not part of what we did. Okay, so I got frustrated. I said, look, I'm going to have to create a solution. That's what I did here. So for those of you listeners who have a fleet of vehicles, maybe you own a business, whether it be 2, 3, 5, 10, 30, 70, it doesn't matter. We have a vehicle fleet system that is fully automated. We'll load your vehicles into our system. You'll get a monthly report, Gary, of everything that was done on your vehicles. It solves a problem that I had on the back end as well, because it's inevitable. You drive 30, 40 trucks a year, you're going to have incidents, accidents. That's what happens. Right. When I had an accident or 2 or 3 over the years, I was always finding myself in court where my counsel was unable to defend my company because I didn't have proper documentation. Our fleet maintenance system provides a documented record of what we've done to your vehicle, and we've got an accurate account of every single thing that's ever been done to that vehicle.
Wow.
Along with photos. So in the unlikely or unfortunate event that your fleet is in an accident, you go to your counsel, send them the documentation. Your counsel then represents you and has a leg to stand on.
Amazing. And you know, that's another thing. And going back to where, you know, people and honesty and people really not caring. In some of these automotive places, you're just a number. They know us with these big names, you know, they know that if you don't stay with, or you don't give them their car, that's all right. There's someone right in line behind you.
Absolutely.
You know, and they just feel that way. They feel, well, we can treat you any way we want to treat you. And here, I'm telling you guys, you will not get treated like a number. Peak Automotive is the place to bring your car to, the new place in Colorado. I highly suggest that you check this out. And Randy, it was really nice meeting you, man. And I think you're going to do a great thing here for the community.
And that's, Gary, I appreciate the time here, and I appreciate the opportunity to get the word out. We truly do want to beat to a different drummer. We want to be 1,000% legit, 1,000% honest, have the highest level of integrity possible, and we want to have repeat customers coming to us that actually love in the fact that you got to work on your vehicle, but they love knowing that they've got an automotive company that they can trust.
And hey, I'm going to tell you guys know how I am in trust. You know how I do it in the community. I would not send you to somebody that I don't think would care and be honest for you. That's something that I would never do. Once again, Randy, this is a great place. I've seen you open it up from the start. I think a lot of people enjoy it. Nice, clean, and everything about it is just superb. And that's what I like about your place, man.
We appreciate it, Gary.
Well, this is Coach D, special edition of Coach's Corner. And hey, we're out of here. All right.